Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome for the very first time. I hope you enjoy your stay. Today I'm just gonna be giving a sketchbook tour for one of my earlier sketchbooks. The other day I posted a 2014 slash 2018 through 2020 sketchbook, so you guys can see what my color pencil work looked like when I first started compared to how it looked in the last 2 years. And this sketchbook is actually 2015 2016 sketchbook tour for the most part. And I did have some pieces that were ripped out, but I'm gonna insert those into the video when I'm editing. But yeah, you guys can see this is the year where my art really began to flourish creatively, and I started to develop my own style. So hopefully this can be some kind of inspiration to any artists out there who's struggling to find themselves in their work. So enjoy. Okay, let's get started. It just started raining, so hopefully that doesn't get too loud, but okay, this is yet another lip and teeth drawing. That was like the main thing that I used to try to practice when I first started using color pencil. So this is like maybe 2 months after I first tried color pencils, like for the first time ever. So this is definitely 2014, and this whole sketchbook will be like that middle of 2014 to probably middle of 2016, or maybe even 2017, I don't know. But this one, out of all the ones that I've shown you, is probably the best from back then. And I can see a little grid here, so yeah, I used a grid for this. I did not freehand this. Nowadays I could definitely freehand something like this. All right, this was supposed to be a drawing of Nicki Minaj. She had posted this really pretty selfie, and I just wanted to draw it so bad. So I was like, let me test my color pencils out with this one. And I think the shading is like really bad. Like you can see like through the color pencil and see the paper, so it's like not enough layers. Definitely it's not smooth. I'm using straight lines, I'm not blending. And look at this hair, gee, look at this hair. Oh my god, this was like the best I could do when it came to hair back then. Some more lips and teeth. Okay, so I dated this one, so this is October 2014. So now we kind of have an idea of where I was at in my project. Just for reference, the first time I ever attempted color pencils was March of 2014. So this is 7 months later. And actually, you know what, I actually did my first 2 successful color pencil portraits before this. So at this point I had already drawn that portrait of Laurent that was so popular, and I had already drawn the redo of my Beyonce Why Don't You Love Me portrait. So it's funny how I could draw like really detailed stuff like that, but I can't draw lips that great. Ew. This was supposed to be a sketch of me, but I failed miserably because it was small scale. We've already had that discussion. I suck at drawing things on a small scale. Alright, so this is actually graphite, and it looks like I used some white charcoal. Yeah, I think that's white charcoal. I don't think that's color pencil. But this is my collarbone. And this is terrible shading with this graphite. Like I literally just took my pencil and like super hard into the paper. There was no blending that. Not at all. Okay, this is much later. This is clearly I ripped it out, so it got stuck in here in a random spot. But this is definitely from 2016. I remember exactly when I drew this, so we're not there yet. We'll come back and look at that later. Oh, what is this? Okay. This is a drawing of a horse, and honestly, I cannot even tell you guys what inspired this or what made me want to draw this or why I did this. I have no idea. I really can't explain this for y'all, but it's a horse and it has black hair. I'm sorry. It's a unicorn. A brown unicorn. Alright. So, like I said, at this point, I'm using a grid for all of my drawings and or most of my drawings. This is an unfinished portrait of my best friend at the time. I had took this really pretty picture of her and I edited it really pretty, and the colors that I edited it with just look so nice. I wanted to draw it in color pencil, and this is actually pretty good. Like, obviously the shading and the blending isn't like anywhere near the level that I'm on now, but it's still really pretty. Like, it still looks really nice. It almost looks like I did it on purpose. Like, that's just my drawing style. So yeah, I was really happy with this when I was working on it, but as soon as I got to the hair, I was like, nope. Now this, I feel, was my first like really good looking drawing of lips and teeth. Okay, this is October 21st of 2014, so we're still in October. But yeah, this is just some lips I found like in a Google search, and I thought the grill looked really nice. Obviously hadn't mastered gold yet. Like, I literally just took my gold color pencil to color this, and that's not how drawing works, you guys. That's not how shading in colors to make them look realistic. That's not how it works. You can't just take one color and make anything look realistic. So, but this, I feel, was like the beginning of me really starting to pick it up, and not pick color pencils up, but just pick up shading in lips and teeth. So I actually sell this as a sticker in my shop if anybody likes this. I remember posting this on Instagram and like being shocked at how many people liked it. Alright, so here I obviously was just practicing an eye and a nose. I'm not sure whose nose that is. It might actually just be a nose I made up in my head. And this is charcoal. Alright, we're in November now. Some more charcoal little sketches. This is actually me. A photo I took of myself in the mirror without a shirt on. And then this is just a really bad eye. Still hadn't gotten the hang of charcoal yet. So here's a charcoal mouth and teeth with the tongue sticking out. I think it was pretty good. It definitely looks a lot better than my other ones. It just needs some more dimension in the teeth and more highlights. This is a sketch of Michael Jackson, a photo of him on the set of Thriller. And I freehanded this, so that's why the proportions are not like 100%, but I feel like you can still kind of tell that it's him. But yeah, that was just me practicing with Michael's face just because I love Michael's face. And this is Michael's nose, but I drew it without reference. I drew it just from memory, so that's why it doesn't look like exactly like his nose, but the bridge and like the curve, like I know his nose like the back of my hand now. So at this point I was just like trying to get to that point where I could like draw him without have to even look at him. Not draw him, but draw his nose. I don't think I could ever draw his whole face without looking at him. And these are Michael's eyes and his nose, because those are my two favorite features on his face. Like, two of my favorite reasons to draw him is just to be able to do his nose and his eyes, because I feel like those two things are very defined on him, and they just are really prominent part of his face, and I love the way they look. He was definitely like a popular subject for me to practice with, him and Beyonce. This is also a little tiny sketch of Michael, I believe from the Bad era, but once again unsuccessful at drawing tiny things. And it's not even like tiny, like this is like the size of, let's see, this is like, let me get my ruler out. This is about almost 3 inches wide, so it's not tiny, and I like that's too small for me. So like, this is a sketch of my face. I used to wear head wraps all the time back then because I was like relearning my natural hair or whatever, taking care of it, and I was real lazy, so I always would throw it up in a head wrap. But yeah, this is me, you can see, because I have 2 nose rings, and I also freehanded this. So I was trying to get back into freehanding a little bit because I didn't want it to my ability to do it to disappear completely, because at this point I have been using a grid all year. So I was like getting scared that I was gonna lose the ability to freehand. So I was just trying to do that. It wasn't going well though. This is also charcoal. This is a sketch of Briana, also done in charcoal, also freehanded. I think it's pretty good proportion wise for freehand. Obviously not perfect. I think her nose is a little wider, her eyes are too close together here, and I think her lips are a little wider, but not too bad, not too bad for a freehand sketch. This was actually, don't judge me, but it was Kylie Jenner. And the only reason I wanted to draw this is because I thought her hair looked really dope. Like the way the light was shining off of her hair, it was like jet black, but it had so many highlights in it because of how the light was shining off of it. And I wanted to try to draw it because I'm like, it's straight jet black hair. That's got to be like the easiest hair to draw, right? I should be able to do it. But it didn't come out like, well, the hair was okay. I think I was mostly disappointed just with the face. But once again, drawing small faces is not my forte. Like, that pretty much always ended in disappointment for me. Okay, another charcoal sketch of Michael's eyes and his nose. Obviously his nose was different shapes and sizes in different eras, so this is a different era from the last time that I drew it. I'm not even sure what this is. It kind of looks like it was supposed to be an eye, but at the same time it kind of looks like an owl turning to the side. I don't know what this is. This looks like I started drawing a grid to draw something, but I'm not sure what. Okay, so over here we have a grid and a sketch that I started of a girl I used to follow on Instagram. Because back when I was doing these sketches to practice or whatever, I would literally just get my inspiration or my subjects from people that I saw online who like had really nice photos and they look nice. So yeah, I tried to draw her, but I wasn't liking how it was coming out. Even though it doesn't look bad, it just looks like, I don't really like the colors, but the shading doesn't look bad. But obviously I wasn't happy with it, so I stopped. And then this was also another girl that I saw online, I think on Tumblr, and I tried to do her in charcoal, and I really wasn't happy with it. Like, you guys don't know what she looked like, so you don't know that I messed up her nose really bad. Okay, so we're getting into 2015. This is a sketch of words. This is Happy New Year, and it says 2015 in the middle, and I sign my name down here. And this is how I started signing all of my artwork, actually, exactly like this. Except the date would be right here instead of these lines. But yeah, this was just like a cute little thing that I did when I was bored. I wasn't doing anything that New Year. I was just like hanging out at home with my brother and sister, so I got bored and I did this. Before we continue, I just want to say 2015 was like my most creative year up until 2019. But before 2019, it was definitely my most creative year as an artist, and that's when I really started to branch out, and I was doing a lot of art that year. And so yeah, I think anything else after that we see after this in this sketchbook is I'm probably gonna really like. We'll see. Oh yeah, this eye, I remember this because I really liked this eye. This is like the first eye I drew that I thought was really cool and looked semi-realistic outside of these eyelashes. I don't know what that was, and I think this is color pencil. Yeah, this is color pencil. Haven't started using my pastels yet. This is a grid. It looks like I was trying to draw some flowers, and I probably just gave up on that because I hate drawing flowers. Another grid, and this was going to be Chance the Rapper, but I just lost the inspiration for this. I used to do that a lot back then, just lose the inspiration for stuff that I really wanted to do. This is another drawing of words, obviously of text, and it just says fuck off, and I was probably upset that day. Oh, did I skip one? No. Okay. This was a drawing of Nicki Minaj. It was like this picture of her where her hair was like so gorgeous, so black and shiny, and she had this tank top on that made her boobs look so nice, and her face was really pretty too, and I just obviously wanted to draw it, but I attempted to do it in this small scale, and we all know how that goes for me, so just didn't pan out. This looks like I tried to draw Nicki's face, because this is definitely Nicki's nose. But I guess I did not finish. Oh, this must be like my second attempt to do that. Because it looked like the same picture. Yeah, I think after I couldn't do the small scale version of her face and her body, I tried to just do her face. So yeah, this isn't the worst, but so this was a free-handed color pencil and charcoal. It was like I used charcoal for the hair, color pencil for the face. Now this was a sketch I really liked. I can't remember who the reference was or where I got it from, but it's obviously a woman's face. You know what? I think this is Chrisette Michelle's face, actually. Well, not her face, but her eyes and her nose and her lips. But yeah, I drew this just because I like the way the makeup and the color palette was. So I just randomly sat down and drew this up one day, and it would be perfect except for the fact that right here I like pretty much cut off her nostril. I just forgot to keep drawing the rest of the nostril after I put the nose ring right here, so it looks like part of her nose is missing. But other than that, you know, but other than that though, this is pretty cute, right? Okay, this was a charcoal sketch of Rihanna's face, a really big sketch of Rihanna's face. Obviously I did not finish it, so probably just wasn't feeling it. I felt like I probably wasn't. And that's, I don't know, that's usually how it went when I was using charcoal. Like, I could just never get to the point where I actually liked charcoal. I tried so hard, as you can see. I've done so many charcoal sketches. So this was just a cute little kind of character drawing type thing that I did, except I did it in charcoal instead of a color pencil, of me. And I think it's really cute. Like, it was intentional for me to look like a little cartoon, so it looks cute to me. Now, this is a graphite and charcoal sketch of one of my old friends. And I just wanted to draw him because he was a cutie pie. So I wanted to draw his face. He took like this really kind of cool looking picture of him holding a cigarette, even though cigarettes are disgusting, but he looked nice in the photo, so I wanted to draw him. And I kind of tried out like a different method of shading, like pretty much the method that I use now with my color pencils, where I use like soft circular motions and I intentionally leave it like grainy instead of smoothing it out and blending everything in. So yeah, I freehanded this as well, and he actually really liked this. I remember he set it as his profile picture for a while. He thought it was really dope. A lip that I never got around to. This looks like a flower that was actually turning out pretty good. I wonder why I didn't finish, because I suck at flowers, and this actually looks really nice. I like it. I wonder why I didn't finish it. This looks like I was about to draw some glasses and I just never finished. Okay, so this is one of the drawings that actually got taken out of the notebook. If anything was taken out, it's because I wanted to scan it and digitize it for sale, so that's why they were taken out. This is yet another character drawing, but once again, I maintain that when I drew these, this was back in 2015, when I drew these, it wasn't planned, and I had no intention of it like becoming a thing. It just happened, and I was like, oh, that's cute, and I did it again a couple more times, but it didn't become a thing until 2018. But this is a character drawing of myself back when I had my blonde hair and my little nerdy glasses. But yeah, this was more of a caricature type thing that I was trying out with color pencil. Now, this is another one, and this one is actually of someone I used to follow on Tumblr. I really liked the photos she took and her sense of style, the way she dressed and how she accessorized and everything like that. So I just randomly drew this and posted it up there, and everybody really liked it, including her. She really liked it. She actually wanted to use it as a logo. Now, this one is more realistic. It's not like the whole caricature type thing, but with the same basic concept where I drew a small photo of a face and I outlined it in black and then with the white. And this is also me. It's a photo of me from the side with my hair up in a scarf. And just to like add a little something special to it, I drew the Milky Way in my scarf. And this is called Galaxy Girl. I should have called it Milky Way or something relating to that. I don't know why I didn't. But this was one of my very first completely original pieces, and I did not expect it to blow up the way it did. It didn't like blow up, but compared to the kind of feedback I was getting on my art at that time, it was way blown up compared to the rest of my stuff. And I was really shocked that people liked it so much. Now, this came out of my other sketchbook, my tan sketchbook. And I also drew this back, it was either 2015 or 2016. I don't have a date on this one, so I'm not positive, but it was definitely one of those years. And these are my favorite eyes I've ever drawn. They're not realistic. I mean, the eyes pretty much are. It's just the skin and everything around it isn't. But at least the colors aren't. But this was definitely my favorite eye drawing. It just looks so pretty to me. I love the color palette. It really pops on this tan paper, and it just looks pretty. And these are my eyes. And I just drew whatever eyebrows I wish I had. Now, this definitely was a turning point in my color pencil skills. So this is from June of 2015. Like I said, 2015 was my most creative year. And in June, I drew a couple of photos of Benny from City of God. Like you guys saw the small scale drawing that I tried to do before. And then I did this one, and I did a graphite one. But this one, it just looks so nice. I mean, the skin, the shading, blending. Obviously, I fucked up the hair because we all know I'm not good at hair. At least back then, I really wasn't good at hair. But yeah, I also used the grid to draw this. I didn't freehand this because 2014, 2015, 2016, I was using a grid. But yeah, this is my Benny drawing, and I never really did anything with it, and I never ever show it. So you guys are probably seeing this for the very first time. Are we getting into... Okay, so now we're in 2016 now. Okay, let's start over here. So this was just a little sketch of the Chicago Bulls logo. I just wanted to try freehanding something that was an inanimate object, or like not a person or any human features. So that's why I did this, and it looks like I didn't finish layering it. Like I started layering up here because you can see this looks more realistic, and then down here it's just one layer. So I didn't finish even coloring it all the way in, so it's not complete, but still looks nice. And then this was when that whole my style trend was happening on Instagram, I believe, where you draw yourself in your own style and then you draw it in like different cartoon or show styles. So this is my style, and then this is me as a Rugrat. This is me as a Family Guy character. This was when I had the short blonde hair, y'all, 2016. This is me as a Powerpuff Girl. This is me in Hey Arnold, and really I just drew Helga and made her look like me. This is me as a Simpsons character, and this is me as a Peanuts character. So I definitely like the Family Guy one the most. I actually... Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about this one now, because I think the next drawings after this are gonna be fast forwarding to 2017 when I started using pastel. So this is from 2016, and I know in my other sketchbook tour I said that the one drawing of me with the green hoodie was like the first character drawing that I drew, but actually this was the first one that I had done 2 years prior. But I didn't, when I first drew this, it was just something I was just doing out of boredom, and I had no idea I was gonna draw it like this. I didn't know where I was gonna go with it. I just saw this really pretty picture of Amber Rose and I wanted to draw it, and it just ended up coming out like this. So there was no plan to like make this my style or for me to do anything else like this in the future. But yeah, this was definitely the first character drawing. And this sticker is also for sale on my shop. This is one of my older pieces that I still really, really, really love. Alright, so now we are in 2017 when I first started using pastels. So this is, I don't even remember what month I got my pastel pencils. I didn't have my chalk pastels yet, I just had the pencils. I feel like it had to be like the spring or the summertime. But these are just some lips and an eye that I did all in soft pastel. And when I did this is the first thing I ever like attempted with my soft pastels, and I instantly fell in love with like how the colors look, how vibrant they were, and how easy it was to layer them. And I was just like, yo, I'm so glad I bought these pastels. And then I drew this one, and I'm like, I feel like I made more realistic lips and teeth with pastels than I could with color pencils. Like, and it was just so smooth and so easy. Like pastels on this paper, oh my god, so much better than actual pastel paper. I remember I bought some pastel paper not too long after this and I hated it. Definitely so much better on this paper. Oh, okay, so this looks like the first time I attempted to do a thumbnail sketch of a big piece that I wanted to do in pastel. So in this, I did eventually start this piece on a large 16 by 20 pastel board, but things started going wrong really quickly and I never finished it. I still have that pastel board. I actually plan on cleaning it off so I could do my painting of Devin Booker on it, or maybe another nude cover up, we'll see. But yeah, this was just something that I was inspired to do after seeing a piece by Happy D artist. She drew, well, she has a painting of this really large woman kind of sleeping in the ocean, and so I wanted to draw a large woman in the ocean with like these rocks kind of just chilling, because I thought that was so cool. But like I said, it didn't come out the way I was seeing it in my head. I do plan on trying it again one day now that I'm a lot more experienced with drawing different things outside of faces, and also more experience with my pastels, so we'll see. And this looks like a second attempt of me trying to draw that GameCube controller, except this time I did it in pastel instead of color pencil. So this little thing right here is a crown that I was drawing actually because I was trying to make a tutorial for you guys on how to draw or shade gold with color pencils, but I didn't like how it came out, especially compared to all the other golden crowns that I've drawn, so I just scrapped it. These are some more thumbnail sketches from a series that I wanted to start well, I did start it, but I scrapped it after the first two pieces were after the first three pieces, I'm sorry, were done because they were just so trash to me. So it was gonna be a series of queens, and I had a candy queen, I had a queen of the sun, I had a queen of hearts, I had a flower queen, and I think I had one or two more, but I can't remember. I don't know I don't remember what they were, but my candy queen time lapse is still up on YouTube, unless I deleted it because I just hated it so bad. I know I deleted this one, my queen of hearts, which used Amber Rose as a reference because I hated it. I used my pastels and color pencils on pastel paper, so it was terrible for me. And then I did the Queen of the Sun, which is also up on my channel, and it's the Beyonce portrait that I drew with her face in the water. This was a Halloween themed piece that I was kind of sketching out and planning out, but I never finished, and I guess I lost the inspiration for it. Oh, this is a thumbnail sketch of one of the portraits I started for my Valentine's Day series. My first Valentine's Day series, 2017. This time lapse is up on my channel too, but I posted it as a video talking about, I think, making mistakes as an artist because I started hating it like halfway through and I ended up scrapping it. But I have been filming it, so I still wanted to show you guys the progress. This is the sketch of my Riz Ahmed portrait, which is one that I actually followed through and finished, and I actually really liked it. That one is also up on my channel, and it's complete and it's really pretty. I guess that's it. So thank you guys for watching my second sketchbook tour, and I really look forward to finishing the one that I'm on now. I just started it this year and I already have 3 pages filled, so as soon as I finish that one I'll be making another one. It won't be for a while though. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, let me know your thoughts on my sketches and my growth, and tell me about what you're drawing and what you're working on right now. All right.